Ridin Durty Radio.
Vic XL. I love Ridin Durty Radio. Ridin Durty. Yo. Ridin Durty. Ridin Durty. Let's go! Vic XL! And just like that, once again, it's on.
And just like that, once again, it's on. What's up, world? It's your boy Vic XL, and this is the Ridin Durty Show, where we bridge the gap between hip-hop and everyday life. We're giving you what's new and next, but we're giving it to you right now. That's right. I want to welcome everybody to the night show, and thank you to everybody who supported the Ridin Durty Radio Show for the past 15 plus years. Gotta say one time for WRFG, our FM home, where we can be heard every Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, or Thursday night, Friday morning from 3 a.m. to 6 p.m. Again, definitely thank you to WRFG 89.3 FM. Also, gotta say one time for BeatBreakRadioFM.com, our internet radio home, who definitely holds us down every Monday night from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Now, look, y'all make sure y'all follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Ridin Durty Radio. They say I always forget to say that, so I'm going to say at the beginning of the show. Again, that's Instagram and Twitter at RIDINDURTYRADIO. Also, make sure you check us out on any of your favorite streaming networks. We can be heard in over 10 streaming networks. Just go to your favorite streaming network and type in the words Ridin Durty Radio, and we can be heard right there. All right, let's get this thing started off like I like to get it started off by letting you know that this very show, the Ridin Durty Show, that you hear right now, is brought to you by the good people over at Dr. Juice Cleanse. Now, Dr. Juice Cleanse is an all-natural cleanser. An all-natural cleanser that does all kind of amazing things for your body, like slow down the aging process, also helps provide balanced pH systems for your body, helps remove mucus and toxins out of your body, also can help slow down, well, not help slow it down, but it can help relieve stress, can provide stress relief for you, also can help you lose up to 25 pounds in 10 days. Now, you tell me, what product wrapped them into one that you know of that can do all these amazing things? Well, Dr. Juice Cleanse, which, like I said, is an independently owned and all-natural product, can do just those things for you. But you know what? I want you to do me a favor. Don't just take my word for it, because I like to give you the good word. I like to let you know what's going on. But you can visit www.drjuicecleanse.com, find out more about this amazing product, and let them know Vic XL and the Ridin Durty Show sent you, and receive a nice discount and start living healthier and enjoying the way you live by feeling better today. All right. Also, I want to say one time for our sponsor, WMR Music Group. WMR Music Group, they are a marketing, promotions, and branding company. If you're an artist out there and you're trying to get your career to the next level, WMR Music Group can definitely do that for you. They have an awesome 6-week program that can get your music into the hands of some of the nation's top DJs, can get your videos to some of the best video outlets or video vlog sites, or also they can help get you interviews, PR, training, anything you need to get your career to the next level. WMR Music Group can definitely do that. So make sure you visit them at WMRResearchGroup.com, and just like Dr. Juice Cleanse, let them know that Vic XL and the Ridin Durty Show sent you, and you will receive a great discount. So start learning about the business, start feeling healthier today by supporting either one or both of our sponsors. All right, don't have a lot of birthdays today, but today is November the 6th. I'm sorry, today is November the 5th. All right, and being November the 5th, you know I like to give you the wacky national days. Well, today being November the 5th, today is, let's see what's going on. Today is National Redhead Day. So if you're out there and you support a redhead or know a redhead, then just know that today is National Redhead Day. Also, today is National Hot Sauce Day. It's also National American Football Day. It's also National Bonfire Day. And it's also National Job Action Day. So if any of those things pertain to anything you like to celebrate, well, today is November 5th, and you can get your celebration on. Also, celebrity birthdays. I got to say happy birthday to Atlanta rapper, member of the Oop Camp, my man Baby D. He had that song, that East Side Hope, that West Side Hope. One time, my man Baby D turns 34 years old today. Also, got to say happy birthday to wide receiver for the New York Giants, Mr. Odell Beckham Jr. He turns 26 years old today. And right now, as I mosey on over to my Facebook page, I got to say happy birthday to Atlanta MC and party host, Mr. Blue Mandela. He turns, I think, 35 years old today. I'm not sure how old Blue is, but definitely happy birthday to Blue Mandela. Today is his birthday. So if you know any of those good people, make sure you let them know that you hope they're enjoying their day and you heard it was their birthday on the Ridin Durty show. And, hey, send them love and blessings. All right? All right. Now, real quick, let me give y'all a little hip-hop celebrity news. And then we're going to bring on our wonderful guest. Gotta say one time for Miss Cardi B, she just struck a brand new shoe deal with Reebok. So Cardi B is definitely keeping it moving. Brand new Cardi B Reebok coming soon. Also gotta say one time for Master P and his entire family. They just launched a comic book which will also lead to a movie, and it's called Eyes of Escra. They said they definitely seen a void when it comes to the African American community and the African American family when it comes to comic books, so they're proud to present their brand new comic, Eyes of Escra, and also be on the lookout for the movie that will be following soon. All right, gotta say one time for Shaq Weiss. I gotta say, I heard this song and I thought it was a joke. It comes on the radio and it goes that. I'm not sure what the hell to be saying. But one time for Shaq Weiss, he just cracked the top 10 single charts with his single Mo Bamba. Also, one time my man 21 Savage has a brand new album. He's definitely been hard at work, but 21 Savage has a brand new album coming out, and it's going to be dropping shortly in a few weeks. He's definitely proud of his new works. You can hear him on the Metro Boomin album, and his new album is called Looks Like Savage Season. All right? So, one time my man 21 Savage definitely doing this thing. All right, I gave y'all a little celebrity news. I definitely gave y'all celebrity birthdays and told you about our wonderful sponsors. Now, it's time to do what I really enjoy more than anything, and that's introducing the world to the people who are out there helping change the world. And tonight is no different than any other night on the Ridin Durty Show. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Ridin Durty Show, Dr. Jasmine Myers and Pastor Durron Myers. How you guys doing this evening?
Hello.
Doing good tonight.
All right. First of all, I got to welcome you to the show. And, you know, I'm a huge advocate for marriage, and I love to see couples doing things together and not making it tabloids. So I welcome you out to the platform, and I'm so interested in hearing about what you guys do, your life coaching, and I'm glad that you're doing it together. So let's start this thing off by letting the world know where you guys are from, and I want to know, when did you guys get together and become a union?
All right.
Well, I'm from Chicago. I was actually born in Chicago, but I was raised actually in Mississippi, in Gulfport, Mississippi.
Okay.
And I'm from
Chi-town.
Long Island, New York.
That's right. and Jasmine's from Long Island, and we actually met in Chicago.
All right, I was going to say now, how did Chicago and Long Island get together?
Yeah, well, I was in graduate school, and I was working for Penske Truck Leasing, and he walked in there and wanted to rent a truck to move out of Chicago back to Mississippi, and we went on a date, and that was it.
Oh, man, the rest was history, man. The rest was, actually, I was getting ready to leave out of Chicago, man, and when I walked in, it was just like, I found my better half, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was wild like that, You kind of hear stuff like that in the movies, man, but you don't really realize it until it happens to you,
All right, so how long was the dating process? How long did y'all realize that y'all had that chemistry and y'all wanted to form a union?
Well, the biggest thing is getting to know each other, but the first thing, when we first met, after that first day, which it was like 2 days after we met, after that first date or during that first date, it was like we felt comfortable with each other. Mm-hmm. So when you feel comfortable with somebody and then you can talk to that person and feel like you've already known that person for a while, then that's when you really got a good connection. I mean, when you get past the physical, because the physical normally you see that first, but when you actually start talking to that person and really vibing with that person, then you start like, man, it's like, I really like this girl,
And then he went back to Mississippi.
Yeah, I went back. I mean, I had plans on moving back, so I moved back. And when I moved back, it was like she was on my mind. I was thinking about, So our first date was like an extended date. So it was like, man, I was thinking about it. And I had my apartments left for 2 months in Chicago, so I figured I'd come back and just see everything through, see it out. You never know, because if you live your whole life saying what if, so you gotta try it out,
All right, what was it like being that?
You can't be scared of it.
I definitely. What was it like being that y'all had that distance in between you guys, and how did y'all keep that going? Because a lot of people warn you against long distance relationships. How were y'all able to overcome the distance?
You know what? It was a week. It was a week. I left, and a week later, I was sitting in the barbershop. A good friend of mine was a barbershop. I was sitting in the shop, and he was like, man, we were basically talking about it. He was like, man, you stayed at your apartment for 2 months. And I was like, yeah, man, I think I'm gonna roll back up there and just see what's up for 2 months. And I did that. When I left, there was no turning back, but we never know what the future holds. It's just, you want to go, just try it out, see it through.
Okay.
If not, you always be wondering what if.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I recently just got married 2 years ago, and I met my wife on the workplace, and we actually still work together. And people tend to warn you about working with your loved ones or working with your mates, but it's been awesome for us.
Hey man, first of all, congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you're in the workplace, you have a lot of similar interests and similar experiences, so that takes a lot of the initial guesswork out of the first phases of dating. So yeah, the workplace is a very easy place to kind of fall for someone.
We call that the hunting ground. It's kind of like the hunting ground, because most relationships start either at the workplace or someplace that you frequent. So you're gonna see this person over and over and over. Eventually, you start learning things about that person. Then also studying how they move too. Certain things. So if you like that person, then we'll study that person. Not stalk them, but study them. It's a thin line.
Yep, you right. So look, let's talk about both of you guys' background when it comes to life coaching. Let's start with you, Jasmine. Let me know a little bit about you and your background in the life coaching business.
All right. Well, I have a master's in industrial organizational psychology and a master's in clinical mental health counseling and a doctorate in business psychology. So when I first entered the workforce, I started in executive coaching. And from there, that's kind of how I got my feet wet with coaching. And then I realized, the corporate world is great, but I really like working with individuals one-on-one, helping them through their relationship problems, their anger. And that's what kind of redirected me to working to individuals on that level.
Right. And basically, the way I got started is I've always been kind of like the person that my friends come to and talk to, because I was an entertainer, so I used to rap. I used to rap with South California. And so as far as meeting different personalities, things like that, I started seeing how a lot of decisions that we was making those decisions and not really understanding the consequences. So when I was talking to my friends about certain things, certain issues that they would get into, it's like, man, they wish somebody would have told them that before they did it, other than talking to them after they did it, you know? So the more and more I start doing it, the more and more I start talking to people, I start really realizing that, man, you know, these youngsters out here, they really don't have no direction. And it's not like I'm trying to preach to anybody, but it's like if we can help you not make certain mistakes, then that's what it would be before you make those mistakes, not after, you know?
Okay. When did you guys? I'm sorry, Durron. Continue. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
So after that, once the deeper and deeper I got into it, then I decided to go to seminary school. So all those years that I fought against, you know, not going to school, then I realized that, you know what, I had to go to school to kind of get some background and things, because I felt like, you know, God was calling me to do it, you know. So, and that's what I did, and it just things started growing from there.
Okay. Now, you guys have expertise in several arenas when it comes to life coaching, personal life, couples life, individual relationships, anger management. Can y'all tell me how the different areas differ for the listeners who might not know? Because a lot of people just know about life coaches. Break down some of the different areas that y'all have the expertise in.
I think that we probably should start with what life coaching isn't. You know, a lot of people feel like life coaching, you're going to come in, you're going to change my life, you're going to make me make more money. But it's like, no, we help you identify certain things that you want to improve about yourself, and then help you work toward, you know, set certain goals and those kind of things. And then, you know, when we talk about, like, say, anger management, we do a lot of court-appointed anger management, things like that. So we hear a lot of stories about people just getting upset one time and then throwing their career away. Like people, like maybe somebody's in nursing school or something like that, and then they get into it with their spouse, or they get a domestic violence charge, or, you know, those type of things. So we just started really realizing a lot of people were getting court-appointed anger management and not really knowing where to go for anger management. And then, and when they would go to anger management, they wasn't really learning anything. They were just going to get that paper for the court. But then they would end up doing the same thing to get back in it. So, but then now it's bigger charges now.
Mm-hmm. So we kind of like honed in on what our experiences kind of built our competency in. Mm-hmm. So that's why we focused in on anger management, dealing with the couples, dealing with business professionals, and how all that kind of ties together. Because, you know, if you can't manage your emotions and the way you respond to people, you're going to have issues keeping a job. You're going to have issues in your relationship and so forth.
And if you have anger problems or anger issues, you're always going to address certain things with anger. So if you don't address that anger, then Jasmine's exactly right that, you know, you're going to have issues in every area of your life. So it's not just going to be in one area. It'll spill over into all areas of your life, whether it be friends, family, whatever.
Okay.
And we've also found that, you know, go ahead.
When it comes to anger management, what have you guys found that, like, one of the most common things with people who have anger issues? Is it denial? Is it not knowing how to cope? Like, what are some of the common things that you guys have found that a lot of people might share when it comes to anger management?
The biggest thing, if you ask somebody, hey, man, you got an anger problem? Everybody says no. Nobody admits that they have an anger problem. You know, you may see anger on somebody, but even if you ask them, they're going to be like, no, I don't have an anger problem. I don't have an anger issue, but they don't have any friends. People don't like them. They have trouble at work. They have trouble in their relationship. Their wife or girlfriend is about to leave them. All these things. So it's like, we see a lot of those things.
And most importantly, like, okay, so you're in denial, but do you even know what's triggering, what's causing you to be mad? Most people don't even have a clue as to what their triggers are.
So we help you identify those triggers. And when you identify those triggers, then you don't cycle around and get the anger as far as your body reacts. And then you don't start yelling, cussing, or even fighting in the end. Because that just really, you lose character. You know, you lose your personal thoughts. your inner emotions, all those things you just showing, and then people say, this dude acting crazy out of it. You know, and really you do. You know, so just like that old saying, I mean, if you argue with fools, you look like a fool. You know.
Agreed.
But we find a relationship with men and women by us doing it together, then I can kind of help give the man perspective and Jasmine can give the woman's perspective. But also we found that we're able to relate to the other person. Like the woman will listen more to me because I'm saying the things that she wants her husband or boyfriend to hear, and then Jasmine is saying the things that her husband or boyfriend, you know, it's vice versa. You know, so it's like with those things, then people kind of relate and we help bridge that gap.
All right. Do you think being a couple life coach team, how much? Because I know I definitely get it, being able to come from both perspectives, and there might be some things one might say to the other that they won't say to the other. But what are some of the other things you feel like make you guys so effective as a team?
Well, we provide spiritual conversations, non-judgmental conversations. So we meet people where they are. We never try to enforce our beliefs on anyone else. You know, we provide that open, safe place to vent. And then, you know, I utilize my theoretical background to bring in coaching tools, exercise, even couples exercises that we do with our couples to kind of help rebuild that communication and that intimacy that gets lost.
Because a lot of times, you know, for men, you know, we always tell each other, oh, man, don't talk about your problems. From a child, you know, don't express your problems, don't talk, don't do this, don't do that. But it's like when we go through breakups or we go through tough times, then we don't know who to talk to. We don't know who to communicate with. So then we end up just taking it upon ourselves, and then maybe our relationship falls apart. And then everybody knows about it, whether it be on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. So if you go and talk to somebody, you may be able to say some things and kind of just change and alter some little things to kind of focus on each other that will change, you know, the outcome. But a lot of times our ego, pride kind of gets in the way of those things. Okay. And we end up thinking about that person once we break up.
Okay. That's, you know what? I have a question. It's on topic, but not on topic. And it's about relationships. Especially in the urban community, in the African American community. Why do you think now in 2018 we see the lack of marriages?
Well, for one, our divorce rate is at 50%, but they say it's going down now, percentage-wise, as a country. And that's because people aren't getting married as often. You know, it's a lot easier to cohabitate. You know, the nature of society financially has changed, so people now have to kind of live together to support themselves in the household. So the dynamic of things have changed greatly, and especially within our community.
And a lot has changed. I mean, everything's kind of catered toward people doing separate things. You know, as far, and it's kind of like we're like a use throw away kind of society right now. You know, we use it until we don't want it no more, we throw it away. We don't really work hard at keeping certain things or focusing on certain things to keep them. You know, and think about it. The movies, everything's structured on you get what you can get, whether it be somebody on the side chick or stuff like that. I mean, I got a song I wrote called Side Chicks. Like it's all these things like that's really telling everybody not to get in a relationship. How many songs that we hear on the radio now about marriage? How many movies did we see about marriage? You know, as far in the black community, how many, you know, really wholesome things do we see as far as like husband and wife team doing good in today's society? We don't. It's not really structured that way because it's built to kind of divide us, to break down the family structure, so we don't move further. So we don't really realize that we are the strongest families around. Really, I mean, if we all get it together and just really start working as a community together to help one another.
Man, you just dropped.
But it's hard.
You just dropped some real gems there. You just really dropped some real gems. So look, before we go, because you got about 6 more minutes, I definitely want to talk about this. The program y'all have. You can fix your relationship. Let me know about the program and the steps in the program, and also let people know how to take part in the You Can Fix Your Relationship.
Yes, so it's an online course. It's 12 weeks. You know, so we take you through different aspects and ways to improve your relationship, learning how to be loved, be courageous, be faithful, you know, be intimate.
Be heard.
Be heard. So it takes you through 12 weeks. And, you know, if you, our Instagram at Myers Life Coach, we have the links there where you can get directly to the course. We have certain packages with that. So if you do want the individual life coaching with the online course package, that is also offering, so we can provide that one-on-one and support you as you go through the modules in the course. But it's definitely a great resource.
Okay.
Absolutely. And, you know, and as you say, we do anger management as well, you know, as far as the course, because we're nationally certified.
All right, so look, I want to put you guys on the spot. If y'all don't mind, can I ask y'all something about some of these chapters just randomly?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so this one here just jumped out at me. Chapter 3, be assertive. Learn how to win your arguments. Now, I was told that a man can never be the woman in an argument. So please explain a little bit about chapter 3.
You want me to take this one? All right. The way a man wins an argument with a woman is you both have to win. You know, because when you're in a relationship, if one wins, the other one loses. So eventually you both lose because y'all are a team. You know, if the quarterback loses, then the defense loses too. You know, the linebacker loses too. So they both, no matter what, how hard they fall, they both lose. So if you're arguing and fussing and fighting with the one that you love, the one that you lay down with, the one that you got everything invested in, then you lose. But you understand, see, women want to be understood. They don't want to be fixed. They want to be understood. So if you're able to understand her, then she'll let you fix it. So that's how you win.
All right.
By saying, I understand what you're saying, and redirect it back to her.
All right. Jasmine, chapter 6 is for you. Be heard. Be heard. Learn how to listen to each other. I know a lot of women that say on football Sunday, I can't get my husband to listen to nothing but that TV.
Well, you know, that's really about learning how to pick and choose your battles. You know, learning how to be open in your communication at the right time, because timing is a really big part of that. Learning what phrases and statements you shouldn't use in your conversations. Certain things you say, like, you should, you must, you ought to, you never, you're such a, you're this. That's going to perpetuate conflict. So learning how to communicate in that way that allows for openness and gets rid of all that defensiveness is how you can be heard. 90 seconds.
Okay, the last one, I want some input from both of you guys. Chapter 12, be goal-driven. Learn how to work towards your relationship goals.
By doing that is you both have to be on the same page. If you're on the same page and you both working toward the same thing, then you will grow together. And if you grow together, then that means you win together.
A lot of couples don't have those long
60 seconds.
We usually have our autonomous goals, you know, like, oh yeah, I want to get my promotion at work, etc. But coming together, what is your vision for your family? Because that vision is what's going to take you to that next level.
Okay.
Because of the long-term love.
Okay, I definitely agree. I think all couples, you know, and a lot of times couples do, even when they become a union, they still are caught up in their personal goals. Or I want to get me a new car. I want to get a promotion. And very few set goals as a couple. And that's something that me and my wife were definitely working on, because we can get so caught up in what we got going on our own personal day-to-day that we do forget to set goals as a union.
10
Well,
seconds.
it's important to have your goals too, so that way if your partner pushes you to strive to meet your goals, and then you push them to strive to meet their goals, and then y'all meet in the middle, you both are happy because you maintain your autonomy. But then when you come together, it's blessing.
All right, now,
You know?
how important do y'all think, because we're running out of time, but man, I love talking this couple business. I love talking couple business. How important do you think it is for each other to indulge in the likes of the other? Like say for instance, I'm a huge sports fan, and my wife might be a big into cooking. How important do you think it is for us to intertwine, for her to try to understand what's going on in sports and me to get more in the kitchen?
Well, see, the thing is, you blend those two because that's quality time. That way you don't get that. When you spend more time doing this and you spend more time doing that, you blend those. If you love sports and she loves cooking, then she needs to be cooking for all your sports events. But you need to be in the kitchen helping her cook. So that way y'all both spending quality time together and y'all both doing things that y'all love.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know what? And that in itself is one of the things that didn't deter me from eventually marrying my wife, who, you know, being that we met at work. So I'm like, you know what? Worst case scenario, I'm with her, you know, and at this point, 6 years later, you know, like I said, we've been married for 2 years. We started seeing each other 6 years ago, but we haven't got tired of each other. We have that bond. Hey, we tend to even complain about some of the same things. So, but it's all quality time, even though it's the workplace.
Yeah, it's all quality time because you spending time with your best friend. You know, because if your spouse ain't your best friend, you're going to have troubled times. I'm going to say that right now, you have troubled times. You know, because you got to have somebody that you're going to tell that you're going to lean on tough times. And if that's not your spouse, then you're going to reach a point to where you're going to have to share something with them and you're not able to, and then you're like, well, why am I with you? Because you can't really depend on them. All
right. Now,
the separation kills the relationship.
You know what? And and Pastor, I'm going to definitely re-quote that. I'm going to have to give you credit. Because if your spouse is not your best friend, you're going to have troubled times. Because I think that is very true. Because your spouse, it's going to be hard for your spouse to have this guy who her best friend since she was 16 and now y'all married, because it takes away from the quality time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Very true. It does.
All right, now my last question. One of my last questions is, when did you two within your union decide that, you know what, we have something and let's become a duo life coaching or a life coaching team? When did y'all launch the Myers Life Coaching Company?
Well, we started in Chicago when she was in the doctorate program and I was in seminary school. And, you know, we both were kind of wanting to counsel and talk to people. So when we started really talking about it, we was just like, you know what, we should do this together. And then really Mississippi is where we perfected it, where we got the niche. But in Chicago, we kind of kicked around the idea and got it started, got everything trademarked and got the business going. But then in Mississippi, we really kicked it off.
Okay. All right, now.
And it started growing from there.
Okay, now, before we close this thing out, let the people know again how they can get involved in you guys' program, especially, you know, when it comes to rebuilding what they got going on in their relationships. Let them know if there's a website, the links on social media, everything.
All right. Our website is www.myerslifecoachingllc.com. You can find us on Instagram at Myers Life Coach, on Twitter at Myers Life Coach, and then also on Facebook, Myers Life Coaching LLC.
Okay. And Pastor, you mentioned that you are an artist. Is there, do you still practice your music? And if so, where can people check it out? It'll be dope. Or do y'all do any audio seminars, or is it anything that people can actually listen to?
Yeah, I've done my last really maxi single I put out was 2015. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's called Principalities, and it's on Spotify
and Reverb Nation and SoundCloud. And then we also have a YouTube channel. I forgot to mention the YouTube channel, Myers Life Coaching. Okay. So we're on there. We have a lot of videos.
All right. Will y'all be ever recording? Because I think it'll be really, really cool to do like some visual coaching, or on your YouTube channel, utilizing that to do like little mini seminars, or, you know, giving out some helpful hints when it comes to being a couple. Because like I said, I'm an advocate for marriage, and I think more of us should definitely form unions with our better halves.
Mm-hmm, Absolutely. Yeah, we definitely do. We got, like I said, a lot of stuff on YouTube. We also do, like, say, webinars and things like that as well. So we always want to be available and also, easily found, because we have so many avenues now, so many platforms to where you can advertise everywhere. You know what I mean? And we really appreciate the show and everything too, man, for what you do, because that's great, man. We thank you.
All right, Dr. Jasmine, before I let you guys go, I gotta ask, what was the pastor's pickup line that sold you?
What did you say to me? He came back with a business card. He came into my office twice. I was like, uh-oh, he's up to something. So I gave him a chance.
And the business card is where, when I rap, so with my Southside formula, my logos and everything. So she saw that, I guess we figured that this dude, that I wasn't trying to rob her,
That's what's up. That's what's up. When you proposed, Pastor, did you get down on one knee?
Yeah. Actually, and I proposed in New York. We was in New York, visiting our family. So I was just like, now's the perfect time. By her being at home, then we could talk to the family and everything too. So that's the perfect time.
Dr. Jasmine,
pass it up.
Dr. Jasmine, did you cry?
Yeah, I cried. Yeah.
That is what's up. Well, you know what? It's time for me to wrap it up. I definitely appreciate you guys coming on. And, man, anytime y'all want to holler at me, if y'all want to monthly give out relationship tips, I got a platform for you guys because I love what you guys are doing. Again, let them know their website and let them know whatever you want to let them know in closing. And continued success to you guys.
Hey, we definitely reaching out, man. So, we'd love to do something monthly.
Yeah.
Because our biggest thing is trying to help people. So the more people we can talk to, the more bigger platform we have, hey, the better.
www.myerslifecoachingllc.com.
And what's the name of that program?
You can fix your relationship.
All right. Dr. Jasmine, Pastor Durron, Myers family, thank you guys for coming on the show. Y'all have a wonderful evening, and we'll chat again soon, okay?
Hey, thank you, and blessings to your marriage too, man.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was Dr. Jasmine and Pastor Durron Myers of the Myers Life Coaching Team. Y'all definitely get with them. They're out here. They're helping perfect this thing called marriage. All right, it's your boy Vic XL. I'll be back tomorrow at 11 p.m. Y'all know what I say. Y'all know what I do. Love each other, and we'll be back. Peace.